8 secret things guys do when they like you. Having feelings for somebody can be an exciting time, but trying to figure out if they have feelings for you without asking them right to their face, well, it can be very stressful. Guys often hide their feelings because they want to appear cool, whereas a lot of women wear their emotions on their sleeve. So how do you tell if a guy has feelings for you? Well, it is really simple when you know what you're looking for. Guys will give off a certain vibe when they have feelings for a woman. There are some gestures that they make subconsciously that let you know that they have feelings for you. And once you know these hints and signs, it makes it a lot easier to determine if they do actually have feelings for you. But before we dive in, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for even more invaluable dating advice. Are you ready? Let's start out with our first telltale sign. He retains information. When you first meet someone and begin to get to know them, they may tell you so much information in such a short period of time that you may forget everything they've told you. When a guy likes you, he will retain as much information as possible, so that it is accessible to him later on in the relationship and can help him win some brownie points. For instance, if you tell him your favorite flower in a passing conversation, he'll make a mental note of this so that he can buy you those flowers later on and win some extra points by putting a smile on your face. This sign should be incredibly easy to spot because of the stereotype that guys never listen or that they have selective hearing. If a guy likes you, he will make a conscious effort to listen to what you have to say and will show you that he's listening by bringing something up that you've said later on. He texts more. When you develop feelings for someone, it is almost like an automatic reaction to want to speak to them more often. If you're used to talking to a guy every now and then all of a sudden notice that he texts you a lot more frequently and changes the subject often to keep the conversation flowing, maybe at the start of the friendship you felt like it was you initiating the conversation, but now he's taken the reins and texts you first thing in the morning. This right here is a huge sign that he likes you, but he's trying to play it cool by immersing himself in some general chit-chat. Jealousy. Guys are natural-born hunters and will make a competition out of anything that they can, because winning the competition makes them feel more manly and masculine. Even if they try not to compete against other guys, it's almost ingrained in their minds like a natural instinct. One way that a guy will show his true feelings for you is if he shows any signs of jealousy when he hears about another guy being around you. He can show his jealousy through facial expressions, or a sudden change in posture, or even his tone of voice when he's talking about the other guy. Although he might not admit it, he is possibly feeling threatened at the thought of another guy having your attention, and you possibly having feelings for the other guy instead of him. He calls more. Just like texting more often, talking on the phone could be an alternative for some people. For a lot of people who have feelings for someone, hearing their voice can make you all mushy inside and improve your mood. If he starts to call you about something that could have just been a 2-second text, or even waited until you saw him next, well, take that as a good sign that he likes you, and he's trying his best to hear your voice when he's not around you. Also, with the advance in technology, FaceTime is a huge thing, and a better way for people to communicate. Maybe he FaceTimes you while he's video gaming, just so it feels like you're hanging out. That is a huge green flag for having feelings. Spending time with you. It is very natural for someone to want to spend time with you if they have feelings for you. When you're around people who make you happy, your brain releases a happy hormone called dopamine, which can instantly improve your mood and settle any anxieties you may have. When you want to spend time with somebody that you have feelings for, the time you spend together could be doing, well, anything. It could be going on a date that has been thoroughly thought out. It could be running to the store to get some errands done for the day. It could even be sitting in each other's company while scrolling through your phone. Most of the time, the activity you're doing isn't the most important element, but spending time together and being in each other's company is. So, if you notice that he starts to ask you to run errands with him or hang out more often, this is a great sign that he has feelings for you. Getting closer to you. Everyone has their own personal space bubble that they don't like people to cross into, unless invited to. And subconsciously, people try not to invade this space when talking to people around them, even in crowded areas. However, if a guy likes you and wants to see if you like him too, he will slowly try to close the space between the two of you while watching your reaction to see if you're okay with it. If you're sitting beside each other, he'll scoot a bit closer during the conversation. Maybe his knee will touch yours and he'll gauge to see if you're okay with the close proximity. Something that may appear innocuous to you is very well thought out by him. He will also stand next to you in crowded rooms so he can feel protective of you and be right there should you need a helping hand. Touch. Skin-on-skin contact is very important for people in relationships, as it is a way for the couple to feel the intimacy between them. However, skin-on-skin contact with someone that you have feelings for is a little bit more important, as it is a way for you to gauge if the other person has the same feelings as you. If you notice that he'll find any excuse to touch you, then take it as a good sign that he has feelings for you and is trying to figure out if you have feelings for him. Maybe he brushes his hand against your leg when you're sitting next to each other. Maybe he fixes the hair on your face and tucks it behind your ear, just like they do in the Hollywood movies. A very popular gesture that a lot of guys try to do when trying to figure out if a girl has feelings for them is tickling them, which not only increases the happy hormone, the dopamine, between the two of you as you laugh, but it also closes the gap between the two of you. Awkwardness. There is not one guy on this planet that would openly admit that a girl makes him feel nervous. It's almost like admitting it would break his ego and he would never recover. However, even if he won't admit it, there are still signs that show his nervousness. If he likes you and he's trying to keep calm and play it cool, then he'll fidget a lot with things around him as a way to occupy his mind just enough to regulate his nervous system. He could pick at his nails or the sleeve on his jumper. A lot of guys cannot stand still for more than 3 seconds and start to sidestep, almost as if they can hear imaginary music and they're trying to dance along. If you're sitting next to each other, look out for the knee bounce. This is a very common thing for men as it helps calm them down and distract their brain from emotions like anxiety and stress. If you think about all the little things you do when you're around a guy that you have feelings for, it becomes a lot easier to spot a guy who has feelings for you. Although they may be a bit better at hiding it, guys are the same as girls when it comes to feeling nervous. Do you know of any other secret things a guy will do when he likes a girl? Comment below and let us know.